For decades, growth was kept on life support, with debt. Only a few had the courage to say that the party couldn't go on forever, but no one listened to them. In September 2008, the time had come. The House of Cards collapsed.
Okay, Tracy, I'm cleaning off the tip of the gun.
It's a Black Monday for the American capital market. Despite dramatic rescue efforts over the weekend, all efforts to keep the world's fourth largest investment bank alive have failed. Lehman Brothers is shutting its doors for good.
It's also, I think, a necessary part of the cleanup process. Lehman, we knew was weak. We expected it to go. It's not going in the way that people expected it to, but it's gone.
In the long run, I'm confident that our capital markets are flexible and resilient and can deal with these adjustments.
Just tell us how you're feeling. It's awful, I know, but...
It sucks.
But did you see it coming at all?
No, I didn't.
There was a deep shock in the system. There was a sense of, my goodness, we can't let this happen again. Governments have to have a better handle on this system, and for a while, there were attempts to do that. It lasted probably a matter of a few months. In fact, by the end of 2009 and into 2010, the very same companies that had been responsible for some of that disaster were still engaging in those same kinds of risky trading procedures that for a while had been stopped in the wake of the crisis. So we learned the lesson, but then we forgot it again.
The financial crisis was a huge opportunity for governments to free the world from its dependency on financial markets and to change the system. But they wasted it. Instead, they did all they could to revive the old system, spending trillions of dollars to save the banks. Then something incredible happened. The banking crisis miraculously became a sovereign debt crisis. Private debt became public debt. Governments and their citizens were subjected to austerity policies under which millions of people suffer to this day. Banks and stock markets, however, were keen to demonstrate a sense of normalcy as soon as possible. In reality, nothing is as it seems. Capitalism survived the crisis, but no longer functions like it once did.
Even though it's not as busy as it used to be, this is still the center of capitalism. You could look at all the tourists who are outside the building taking pictures. They all still believe this is the center of capitalism. It may not be as busy as before, but it's a symbol of something. It means something to them.
Here we have all visits, like when President Bush came onto the floor and visited. It's John Thain, the former CEO of the New York Stock Exchange. You're looking for growth. That's what all of these people are looking for. How to grow their companies, how to grow the economy, how to make more money, how to employ more people, how to get people wages growing. The whole game here is how to get growth, how to employ people, how to keep the global economy going. That's what it's all about. Come on. I'll try.
I'm sort of like the weatherman for the stock market. I come in every day and try to figure out what's going on in the stock market. I talk to trading desks, I talk to analysts, I talk to people who know a lot about the stock market, and I go on the air and on the internet and explain what's going on. So every day I come in and try to figure out which way the wind is blowing on Wall Street.
Famous celebrity. 100,000 open at $16.12. Go for it.
congratulations. It's a big day for all of you. Congratulations, and again, happy to have you. Thank you very much. This is my favorite part of my job.
Watching.
IPOs. Watching people make money. Watching capitalism at work.
That's wonderful.
You know, congratulations. Thank you.
Thanks, Bob.
So remember, the S&P 500, though, is down 1.5% this month. We have very clear market leaders, and the reason we've had it is because better prospects for earnings in the fourth quarter. Remember what the market leaders have been? Energy, tech, and banks. Lagging today. Energy, techs, and banks. That's interesting. Thanks, guys. Nancy, there you go.
Hey, Bob, let me just change your battery.
You can't come up and say, well, the markets are just drifting around. There is no real meaning of anything that's happening today. Back to you, Sue. That won't make any sense. Nobody's going to be interested in that. Human beings want stories. They don't want an endless list of numbers. Nobody's impressed with a list of numbers. They want to know what's going on. Tell us in plain English what the markets are doing. And that's the real skill set. And often that's not easy because things are very complicated.
Hey, Izani. So what do you think's going on here? Yeah.
Asia Power opened at 16.12, now trading at 15.29. That's kind of a disappointment.
Yeah, down 15%.
They were very nice, though. They were such wonderful people. They all came from India to do the whole solar power thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they were all excited,
I'm sure
and it was just a great moment to talk to them.
Yeah.
And they said they've been watching CNBC for 20 years.
Aww.
People have always claimed that capitalism can be evil and capitalism doesn't help people. I completely disagree. What I see in the last 150 years is millions of people have been lifted out of poverty. I personally am a true believer and still believe that the system works well, and I'm committed to that system.
Als ich angefangen habe in der New Yorker Börse, waren wir schon etwa 5.000 Menschen auf dem Parkett. Geld steht immer noch im Mittelpunkt, aber die Menschen sind im Zuge der Technologisierung fast vollends verschwunden. Wir sind statt 5.000 jetzt nur noch ein paar hundert. Sicherlich die Fassade nach außen ist immer noch die New York Stock Exchange und das sieht alles sehr ehrwürdig aus und das ist furchtbar wichtig. Aber im Prinzip sind es jetzt die Maschinen, die das Rennen machen bei uns. Die wirkliche Börse findet in Glasfaserleitungen statt, in Hochgeschwindigkeitsrechenzentren und nicht mehr bei den Menschen, die wir auch bei der Börsenberichterstattung sehen. Früher sind die Aktienkurse deshalb gestiegen, weil Unternehmen mehr Gewinne erwirtschaftet haben. Wenn die Gewinne eines Unternehmens steigen, weil dann steigen eben auch die Aktienkurse. Ich glaube, das kann man nachvollziehen und da haben wir immer noch auch die Verbindung zwischen realer Wirtschaft und Börse. Wir haben in den USA seit langer Zeit bei den großen Konzernen überhaupt kein Ertragswachstum. Im Gegenteil, die Gewinne sinken, trotzdem steigen die Börsenkurse. Der Aktienmarkt bläst sich immer weiter auf und koppelt sich von der echten Wirtschaft, von der Realität ab. Wir haben trotz der aggressiven Geldpolitik kein verstärktes Wirtschaftswachstum. Wenn das kein Indiz dafür ist, dass sich das System verändert, massiv verändert, ich weiß auch nicht, wie viel größer der Beweis noch sein muss. Die Tatsache, dass hier Dinge passieren, die wir alle noch nicht erlebt haben, bei denen wir deshalb vielleicht auch nicht wissen, wie wir damit umgehen müssen, wenn der Schuss mal nach hinten losgeht, das sorgt zweifelsohne auch bei meinen Kollegen auf dem Parkett, wie auch bei mir, für eine gehörige Portion Angst.